We Have Proved Death is the second full-length album from Somniate, a Czechia-based black metal quintet who present sort of a post-black metal sound here, a melodic black metal sound, and one that focuses on abstraction in tuneful, sort of rock-influenced ways, which feels very modern and sophisticated in the landscape of post and melodic black metal. There's certainly a dissonant side to their sound. There's certainly a sort of illustrative touch to all their work, but they really go for variety and their own sense of innovation as they try to chop through this about half an hour full length record. Uh, this record specifically references Richard Brautigan's In Watermelon Sugar, and this is a what most people would consider surrealist, what I would consider a postmodernist story, which you really should read. It's a very challenging read if you're not used to abstract writing and that era of postmodernism. He is it's very poetic, not very direct, and in a lot of ways can be read ironically in terms of post-apocalyptic literature, focusing on what many would see as a cult of personality in denial of the burning world around them. I think this is a well-picked theme for a band who are focusing on basically themes which breach reality, which deal with poverty, suicide, and a lot of darker topics, which these older fiction works bring into the conversation indirectly. So when the band says that they're saying what was left unsaid with this story, I think they're doing a fine job of it in terms of the lyrics. Now, that sort of distracts us from the music. So let's get into one of the songs here and see what they sound like. So the main sort of point to make here is that this is exceptionally expressive modern black metal in the sense that there's very strong melodic guitar phrasing. There's a strong use of semi-dissonant phrasing in the general songcraft, and there's a certain succinctness to it that makes every moment count, which lends a lot of replayability to this half-an-hour record. As much as that sort of weird fiction and symbolism and all that really plays into the experience. This is really a record for the black metal listener who wants something that is distinctly modern and not isn't too afraid of post black metal, but isn't interested in the indulgences of post black metal. This is just a very modern sound. There's still a venomous arc to it. There's still an aggression to it, and you find that a lot in the drumming and in the very impressive vocal work here, which is. Not is varied. It's has a lot of emotional heft to it, and there's a little bit of harmony and dissonance play here with the way they write songs, which are, they might break into Afro jazz beats. They might do everything to enhance the song and to make it more memorable without falling into the kitchen sink showpiece. So most of it works together. There's sort of almost like a post-hardcore feeling to some of these songs, and I think that amount of variety is both aiming to be a little bit innovative, but also bring some cinematic highs into some of these songs, which sort of deserve it for their subject matter. It's abstract, but it's also very fluid and well constructed to the point where it sticks in mind. Now, that uh, it's a tough note because it's not really a memorable record. It's just one that you might be compelled to listen to over and over because there are so many details. And once you pull through it, maybe for the 10th time or so, I think there's an appreciation for the dynamic that it wheels throughout that makes it memorable. So the fact that they can be this expressive but also this aggressive really appealed to me, and I think the themes, the literate nature of this, and the strong composition and curation of the art here really left a strong impression on me to start. And once I sat with this record a number of times, it built up in mind to the point where it does become a high recommendation. Uh, Starting off pretty strong here in the first half of the month. In general, in terms of like a variety of releases, this is what I would consider one of the better ones in terms of modern black metal, and not just a boring throwback. So, you know, a recommendation for me, go check out the review for more thoughts on it and more detail in the themes, and check it out in about a week when it releases.